Hey, what's up? This is tay-love, and we're back with another episode of Give Me 5 Minutes. So I'm going to try my best to keep it to 5 minutes. I'm looking at the clock that's behind the camera, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you for tuning in. Hey, I just want to make a quick plug to this gentleman. He passed away already, but his name is Nabil Qureshi. He has a book called No God But One. A former Muslim investigates the evidence for Islam and Christianity. This is a very, very good read. I'm almost about halfway through it. I like to read, so I'm just sharing that with you. Now let's get into the prosperity gimmick. I believe this is part 7. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I believe this is part 7. The reason that we continue to do the prosperity gimmick series is because when you go to churches, one of the things that you, especially if you're a husband or father, you're the leader of your family, you have the responsibility and you will be held accountable to God based on the churches that you attend. In other words, you should investigate what the church is about, not simply a mission statement or a vision statement or all the stuff they got on the website. Sometimes that won't do. You have to listen for a while. And if your ear is trained to the truth, the counterfeit, the falsehood will stand out to you. So that's why we're doing this, because just because the church has tons of people, 2,000, 3,000, just because it's busy and there's a lot of activity and the building is big and they're on TV and all that, that does not matter. You have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, says Philippians 2:12. You and me will stand before God. We will give an account of our lives individually. So wouldn't you want to be at a church or ministry that's helping you do that according to the Bible? So anyway, that's my introduction. Let me get to it. I only got 5 minutes. Prosperity gimmick number 7. And the verse we're going to start out with today, let me zoom in. We ended up, okay, Proverbs 27:24. Again, I have my small ESV Bible, so let's go there. I'm wearing my hat to my brothers and sisters in Pakistan. Yes, in that part of the world, there are some believers, and I say shalom to you all. God be with you, Emmanuel, and I am praying. And we've got a few things going on. I just wanted to wear this in commemoration of them. And also, I went to Pakistan years ago. So shout out to my friends who helped me go to Pakistan. I still love you, care about you, think about you, pray for you. So, all right, Proverbs 27:24. And this is the ESV, and it reads, "For riches do not last forever. Riches do not last forever, and does a crown endure to all generations?" Let's back up one verse. Proverbs 27:23 through 24. ESV says, "Know well the condition of your flocks, and give attention to your herds." For riches do not last forever, and does a crown endure to all generations? Yes, there were men like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, and Carnegie. Yes, their wealth has done a lot of things in America, in industrial parts, commercialism, the railroads, business, all that. However, it's not going to last forever. There's going to come a day when that money runs out. Now, that's an extreme example, but even if I left my children $100,000, by the time 2 or 3 years pass when they receive it, they're going to be broke. It's not going to last forever. So, again, riches do not last forever, says the Bible. That was Proverbs 27:24. Now let's move on to the next verse, Proverbs 28:6. As you can see, we're just walking right next door, and here's what the Bible says about the gimmick. You got to realize the gimmick. All right, Proverbs 28:6, ESV. It says, "Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways." Better is a poor man who has integrity than a rich man and his crooked ways. Not too many people in business that you can say, they got some crookedness cookies in their cookie jar somewhere. You just don't see the fudging and the smidgeting and, erase this and put that and the falsifying and all those types of things. Okay, let's keep reading. Proverbs 28:20. Verse 20. Okay, we're almost out of Proverbs. Well, let's go down same chapter, verse 20. A faithful man will abound with blessings. Listen to this. But whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished. Now, why does God say somebody who's quick to want to be rich will not go unpunished? Because God, as the Creator, knows, as 1 Timothy 6 would say, those who desire to get rich fall into many temptations and ruin. We're just unveiling the gimmick. I'm not going to try to go deep. We're going to move to the next verse, Proverbs 28:22. Two more verses down. It reads, a stingy man hastens after wealth and does not know that poverty will come upon him. Did you hear that? Some people, most people, when they start getting all this money, they're not more generous. They become even more and more selfish and stingy. They don't give more. They give less. And just like the widow's mite, that little widow's mite, when she gave in Jesus' time versus the ones who gave out of their abundance, says Jesus. So when you see Jeff Bezos give $600,000, what's that in comparison to billions of dollars? That would be like me and you putting $10 in the bucket. Let's keep going. Proverbs 30, verse 8. It reads, remove far from me falsehood and lying. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full and deny you and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of God. That is actually Proverbs 30, verses 8 through 9. Again, don't give me riches, lest I be full and deny you. Do you see why Jesus says it's better a camel can go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven? Why is that? Because most wealthy people don't feel a need for God. Once they start getting money, they don't see a need for God. Most of them, okay? Now, that concludes the Prosperity Gimmick Part 7. I gave you Proverbs 27:24, Proverbs 28:6, Proverbs 28:20, and Proverbs 28:22. Also Proverbs 30, verses 8 through 9. If you are listening, hopefully you listened to the truth that unveils the prosperity gimmick. This is tay-love. That's all we got. That's my 5 minutes. We'll see you next time. Shalom.